The rhubarb was growing wild at the Miklavik farm, so I was lucky enough to take some with me. And it sure is the rhubarb season here in Norway. So I want to cook something that is so comforting. It's the best kind of breakfast in this chilly weather. A porridge, so a cinnamon porridge with a rhubarb compote. I'm going to grab my rhubarb. Now you can see this one was a much larger stem of rhubarb. I'm going to cut it in half. I've also peeled it just so it's not too stringy, and I'm just going to cut it into smaller bits, just like this. Rhubarb is quite tart, so that's why I'm going to be adding some sweetness to it from some pear and some sugar. So these ones are so delicate and young, so I am going to keep the skins on, and again, we're just going to cut it into chunks. I love rhubarb. It's quite nostalgic. It always reminds me of my grandmother, and she would make a compote just like this. I've got a pot here, and I'm just going to take my rhubarb chunks into the pot. Just break that bit up there. To that, I'll add my pear. I've just thinly sliced it so they cook faster. Just give that a bit of a shake. And I'll add the sugar. Now, if you have a bit of time up your hands, what I suggest is macerating this. What that means is just giving that a bit of a scrunch with your hands, a bit of a toss, and just letting that sit there for about 20 to 30 minutes. If you allow that to sit there and macerate for that 20 to 30 minutes, a lot of the liquid is going to come out of it and you'll get a more concentrated flavour. But of course you can still cook this straight away, which is what I'm going to be doing. So a little cinnamon, just a small amount of cinnamon because I will add some to the porridge too. The zest of some of this orange, and you could also use some lemon. And we do need some liquid in here just to get the compote going. So I'll just cut that in half and I'll add a squeeze to it. Perfect, no water required. And we're going to pop that on the heat. I'm going to start bringing that up to the boil. Then I'm going to turn it down to a low heat, lid on, and just let that cook down until it really breaks down and everything's quite soft. These are lingonberries. Now you can find it everywhere here. This is a lingonberry jam. I just think the colour is so fantastic. It's got a pop of sweetness, also slightly tart. So we'll add this at the end too, just to give it that extra beautiful pink colour. Okay, this is cooked down quite quickly. See how that rhubarb is soft? Smells fantastic. So I'll turn the heat off and I'm going to add the lingonberries. Give it a stir. Oh, and this is just delicious. And you can make this ahead of time and it'll keep in the fridge for at least a week. Right, I'll pop this to the side and then we can get onto the porridge. So in our pot, we're going to add some water, some milk, and then our oats can go in. Okay, so we'll just rain that in. I'm not going to add too much sugar to this because our rhubarb compote is sweet enough, but just a tiny bit is what we're after. And I always add a pinch of salt when I'm cooking my oats. So now we're just going to give that a stir, and this won't take long at all, about 3 minutes or until it's thick. All right, I'm really happy with the porridge, the perfect consistency. This is how I like it. And this is the Norwegian touch, a hint of sour cream. It's going to give it, of course, a creaminess, but also a slight tang, which is just a fantastic addition. And I'm just going to fold that in. I have turned the heat off. Okay, let's plate this up. I'm going to pour that in. Here we go. Our rhubarb compote. A nice generous amount right in the middle. And I'm going to add another dollop of the sour cream on top, just over here, just to let that melt in with a pinch of cinnamon. Oh, that looks so beautiful. And as you can see, I've got my big, thick jumper on, a beanie, because it is chilly out here. This is certainly going to warm me up.